M.I.N.S.K is an upcoming third-person adventure survival horror game set in a dark, post-apocalyptic world. Players control B3, a robot explorer, navigating through abandoned cities enveloped in toxic fog to gather essential resources for human survival. The narrative centers on B3's encounters with another robot controlled by a female biologist, leading to a collaborative quest to meet and find a way to save their world together. The game emphasizes storytelling, atmospheric design, and features gameplay elements such as exploration, combat, puzzle solving, and resource management. Bornless is an action-horror first-person shooter that immerses players in the eerie environment of Falmouth Island, a foreboding wilderness off the Massachusetts coast. In this game, the boundary between reality and the abyss is perilously thin, challenging players to face off against other participants, control demonic entities, and wield black magic in battles for survival and dominance. The core gameplay revolves around Ritual Mode, a PvPvE survival horror extraction experience divided into 3 phases: looting and exploration, performing rituals to summon demons, and a final hunt where players must outwit both human and supernatural adversaries. The game also offers dynamic environments, character progression, and base-building elements, allowing players to expand their influence and resources on the island. Long Gone is an upcoming 3D pixel art adventure game that immerses players in a post-apocalyptic suburban neighborhood, decades after a catastrophic outbreak. As a survivor, you'll explore overgrown streets and delve into the forgotten belongings of former residents, uncovering the secrets of those who have long since vanished. The game combines elements of platforming, puzzle solving, and exploration, all presented in a unique 2.5D perspective. Players must navigate the remnants of the old world, all while being wary of lurking zombies that add an ever-present sense of danger to the journey. Deepest Fear is a science fiction horror first-person shooter that plunges players into the depths of the ocean, where a long-dormant secret threatens humanity's future. You assume the role of Doctor Danny Carroll, embarking on a perilous journey to the heart of a clandestine project orchestrated by your estranged father. The game uniquely incorporates real-time fluid simulation, presenting challenges where otherworldly entities emerge from any water source, and environments can flood unexpectedly, creating dynamic and unpredictable scenarios. Drawing inspiration from iconic 1980s horror films, Deepest Fear combines Metroidvania-style exploration with immersive sim elements, encouraging creativity and improvisation as you navigate the treacherous underwater facility. Fractured Mind is an upcoming psychological horror game inspired by the renowned PT demo, offering players an immersive body cam style experience. The game emphasizes atmosphere, presenting a haunting environment where players navigate through unsettling scenarios designed to evoke a deep sense of unease. Gameplay involves solving intricate puzzles and engaging in combat sequences, with a minimalistic HUD that only displays a crosshair when interacting with objects. Players are encouraged to pay close attention to environmental details, as the game provides no hand-holding, ensuring a challenging and immersive experience. Static Dread. 15 Nights at the Old Lighthouse is an immersive simulation horror game that combines Lovecraftian themes with gameplay elements reminiscent of Papers, Please. Players assume the role of a lighthouse keeper tasked with guiding ships safely into the harbor using a radio. As the nights progress, the keeper faces increasing peril from mysterious and otherworldly entities, challenging their sanity and resolve. The game features multiple endings, atmospheric storytelling, and a rich narrative that delves into the unknown horrors lurking beneath the sea.
Some things should stay in the dark, and so shall I.
Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days is a side-scrolling shelter survival game set in 1980s Texas during a zombie apocalypse. Players lead a group of survivors through the overrun city of Walton, scavenging for resources, crafting weapons, and managing the group's needs to ensure their survival. The game emphasizes atmospheric exploration, with richly detailed environments such as abandoned churches and neon-lit arcades. Players must navigate these treacherous locales, confronting or evading the undead, while making critical decisions that impact the group's fate. The dynamic weather system and day-night cycles add to the immersive experience, challenging players to adapt their strategies as they seek a safe haven. Shiver is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Team Nocebo, utilizing Unreal Engine 5 to create a chilling and immersive experience. Players step into the role of Hannah, a young woman trapped in a sudden and mysterious blizzard while searching for her missing sister. The game features a modern over-the-shoulder third-person perspective, allowing players to navigate through treacherous, snow-covered environments. As Hannah, players must solve environmental puzzles, manage limited resources, and combat horrifying creatures that emerge from the ice itself. The dynamic weather system plays a crucial role, with the harsh blizzard conditions posing constant threats to survival and affecting gameplay strategies.
A good idea, I thought, to sleep off to death. Freezing was not so bad as people thought. There were worse ways to die. And I was right. There are worse ways to die.
Forest Reigns is an emergent first-person shooter set in a post-apocalyptic Paris, overrun by an evolving, sentient forest and its deadly creatures. Players must adapt to the ever-changing environment, utilizing it to their advantage while facing various threats. The game offers a non-linear storyline with multiple missions, allowing players to cooperate or compete with in-game factions, with each decision influencing the story's outcome. Combat is intense, featuring realistic weapon handling and a plethora of customizable gear. Survival elements are prominent, requiring players to scavenge resources, craft necessary tools, and plan strategically to navigate the transformed Parisian landscape. Iconic landmarks, now overtaken by nature, provide a fresh yet familiar setting for exploration and discovery. Stygian Outer Gods is a survival horror game with RPG elements, set in the universe of Stygian Reign of the Old Ones. Players assume the role of a mercenary accompanying an enigmatic girl to the fog-shrouded settlement of Kingsport, aiming to uncover her family's dark secrets. The journey takes a perilous turn as the protagonist becomes shipwrecked and encounters age-old nightmares haunting the area. The game emphasizes atmospheric exploration, with players navigating through various locales such as old villages, mysterious mansions, dark mines, cemeteries, and foggy forests. Survival mechanics are crucial, with limited resources necessitating careful planning, crafting, and strategic decision-making. The narrative is rich and non-linear, with player choices significantly impacting the unfolding events and leading to multiple possible endings.
PlayStation.
Flesh Made Fear is an upcoming survival horror game that pays homage to the classic PSX era of the genre. Developed by Tainted Pact and published by Assemble Entertainment, the game immerses players in a world filled with horrifying experiments and occult rituals. Players can choose between two operatives of the Reaper Intervention Platoon, each with unique story arcs and abilities, as they navigate a grotesque slaughterhouse created by the deranged Victor the Dripper Ripper. The game features fixed and dynamic camera angles, intricate puzzles, and a narrative that challenges players to question reality itself. Wronged Us is an upcoming open-world survival horror game developed by Delusional Studio. Drawing inspiration from titles like Silent Hill, Dark Souls, and Resident Evil, the game offers a rich narrative experience set in the eerie town of Lowell. Players step into the shoes of Isaac, a man returning to his hometown years after the tragic loss of his son. Upon arrival, he discovers that Lowell has transformed into a place filled with despair and unsettling occurrences. The game emphasizes exploration, allowing players to delve into the town's dark secrets, interact with its mysterious inhabitants, and confront twisted creatures that lurk in the shadows. Ill is an upcoming narrative-driven first-person survival horror game developed by Team Clout. Set in a once peaceful town now plunged into chaos, players are tasked with uncovering the sinister truth behind the town's descent into bloodthirsty madness. The game emphasizes intense body horror, featuring an advanced dismemberment system that allows for realistic and gruesome interactions with monstrous creatures. Players must adapt to dynamic enemy behaviors, manage complex weapon mechanics, and engage in strategic survival and crafting to navigate the immersive, interactive world. The atmosphere is designed to keep players on edge, with every corner potentially hiding new horrors.
You there, Mike? I made my way in.
Liminal Point is a psychological survival horror game developed by Hideworks. The game follows Lyra, a once-rising rock star, who returns to the fog-covered island of Ashen Point to uncover the haunting truth behind the disappearance of her bandmate, Mira. Players will explore eerie, abandoned locations, encountering cryptic messages and twisted creatures that challenge their grip on reality. The game pays homage to classic survival horror titles, offering a modern take with limited resources, tense encounters, and an atmosphere dripping with dread. Players must manage their inventory carefully and rely on the map to navigate through various locales, including mansions, hospitals, and sewers. Canyons is an upcoming first-person survival horror game developed using Unreal Engine 5. Set in a desolate and eerie canyon landscape, players must navigate treacherous terrains, solve intricate puzzles, and confront lurking dangers that emerge from the shadows. The game emphasizes atmospheric tension, with dynamic lighting and realistic environmental effects, enhancing the immersive experience. Players will need to manage limited resources, craft essential tools, and make strategic decisions to survive the harsh and mysterious environment.
That's not enough. Perhaps your battle car? Damn. Still not sufficient. There it is. Huge.
Days Gone Remastered is an enhanced version of the original 2019 action-adventure survival horror game developed by Bend Studio. Set in a post-apocalyptic Oregon, players follow Deacon Saint, John, a drifter and bounty hunter, as he navigates a world devastated by a global pandemic that has transformed millions into freakers, mindless feral creatures. The remastered edition leverages the capabilities of the PlayStation 5 to deliver improved graphical fidelity, including advanced lighting and shadow effects, increased foliage draw distance, and support for Tempest 3D audio tech, providing a more immersive auditory experience. Players can choose between a performance mode at 1440p, upscaled to 4K, running at 60 frames per second, or an unlocked frame rate mode for displays supporting variable refresh rate. The Occultist is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Daylor and published by Daedalic Entertainment. Players step into the shoes of Alan, a young novice occultist who inherits his father's mansion on a remote island. Upon arrival, Alan discovers that the mansion is a nexus for supernatural occurrences, and he must harness his burgeoning occult abilities to uncover the mysteries surrounding his father's death and the island's dark secrets. The game combines elements of exploration, puzzle solving, and combat against otherworldly entities. Players will delve into forbidden tomes, perform arcane rituals, and confront malevolent spirits, all while maintaining their sanity in the face of eldritch horrors.
But when suggestive becomes evident, then we see what is really there.